All right, I got a great plan for TSLA. I think TSLA is a great setup for to use weekly options again. Actually, it traded pretty well on Friday. So, but here's the thing here. So TSLA is back at a key pivot point. Targets are 340 to 350, right? We just need one of these targets to make some good money. But it has the potential to go here. This is the next thing. And how we do that, whether we get here the first target in the first week and the second target second week, we need to see some action here. But here's a plan here. The June 2nd, 330 calls could be used. I'll be talking some other ones as well. I'll be explaining some important details in the video that are not in the boxes, so make sure to pay attention to the video, people. So Tesla needs to break above 326.5 on some good action volume. And good action volume is at least 500K on a 10-minute chart. Now, if I will explain in the video the key facts and points. So again, this does need to show momentum. We have the volume already inside. This is just a very nice setup with volume patterns and it's and chart pattern as well. But momentum should be coming in here. So if we don't get the volume, we can look for basic above 326 and look for power towards 327 to 328 to 329. Okay, the key is we want power, and this stock does move with volume when it wants to move. It's trending very well, nicely now. We don't know whether they might want to rest us a bit. So we do want to see the momentum when using weekly options. You need to be very careful. You got good timing skills. All right, so here we are at the Dow Finance, and Tesla closed at 325.14, up $8. Here's the June 2nd calls are up here, and let's go take a look at the 330 calls. So 330 calls, as you can see, are well, there's a lot of trading and there's a lot of trading happening in these weekly options. Because this is so much power momentum. Another thing to look at, it could be used, is also the 335. So we use the 335s. As you're watching the video, we're going to use the 335s as an entry one to use because they are they're less expensive, but they'll also do very well. So these 335s could be used. Of course, 332.5s, 330s, but we're going to use as a reference points the 335s, and here we have what they cost right now. They did very good. Again, this is trending, and it's at the momentum phase where if it keeps momentuming, Tesla's the kind of setup where it can easily keep momentuming sometime this week, and these options could be used. But if we get momentum right away, then you want to get into that with the 335 calls. Okay. I mean, even if someone wanted to use to be honest with you, even if someone wanted to use the 340s, they could be used because an attempt to get to 340 or even close to that, these options are going to double. So there's a lot of possibilities here, right? You can see that the options are trading very well, and it's not just the options that are trading well; it's the setup. See, the key is the setup. So just as this becomes a key place to break, it's actually a pivot point that we want it to stay above. So that's just momentum above 326.5. That's a good sign. That gives us a great indication, right? So getting in between 326.5, 327, 320, anything in those areas. If this properly momentums, think about Tesla. When it really wants to move, they pop at $15, $20 in a day. And so the very weekly options can gain 200, 300% in a day. We've done this before over here. Here's where with a 300% gain, right? Tesla pops hard, right? Now they popped hard from here to here, so this so far is a slow move, right? So we could still pop up quickly to the 340. Right, and maybe it relax. Again, we need to see the action. But what I'm getting at is the reason why we could use these June 2nd calls is because we have the right kind of setup. It's a very solid setup for higher prices. What we want to see is the continued momentum. All right, people, if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, Power Target Trades, I suggest you subscribe. See the center of Power Target Trades. It's going to appear here in a circle format. Simply click on it. It's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. People, I make a lot of great plans. See this KO plan here? 200% gains in about a month as a long-term investment. We used long-term calls. So, for example, in April, I posted a plan. and we use the June 16 calls. Today they are up. On Friday they closed up exactly over 200% gains. So what's that mean? Well, someone put a $20,000 investment. That $20,000 has turned to $60,000. Okay. And I'm sorry to tell you, but people who buy stock, they're lucky to double their money in a year. Right? So this is powerful kind of plans that I make, visionary plans, visionary thinking. And I do this with, I can see that what are the best, we can do that with weekly options very quickly. We're talking about with weekly options. When you're making 100%, you always want to take profits, and then you hold runners. You want to do that with everything. In this case, it's more of a long-term. So you could have sold half, and then But I'm saying, let's say someone did hold this specifically. You should check out this video. It's a very detailed plan. It really shows you everything. Anyways, make sure to understand what I've explained in this video for TSLA. It's a great setup for weekly options. We need to see continued momentum. It's solid. The stock is solid to go higher. Momentum should come in, and we need to wait for momentum. If momentum comes, you want to take action. If momentum doesn't come, you do not want to take action. So it's a matter of understanding what I've explained in the video. So there you have, people, a great update. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Like the video.